kitchen, pen, Swiss Army, cartilage, stake, clip point, drop point, spear point, talon, straight-backed, hawkbill, shank, hashtag Faz Amnesty, hashtag no knife crime, hashtag stop knife crime, hashtag no more knives, hashtag knife angel, hashtag anti-knife, hashtag knife free. Leant up against the mint green mottled gate with a bowl of cornmeal porridge cradled in crinkled cinnamon palm, Nanny crouched, knees bent up, a child's finger-thick strip of sugarcane waggling between wrinkled supple lips she slow goat chewed. Blinking gently in a breeze flavoured by earth, sun, she shades her eyes to make sure that she does not miss her cue. She had accepted the position, voted the best suited, understanding the fine print, advised on the terms and the conditions when emergency counsel was called to intervene, when the intake had been extraordinarily high. A shaft of light, an unseen force. She shields her eyes and leans into the question, chin first. Is this him? She waves the boy to come along, a strange backward hand gesture, fingers gripping playful air, wrist loose as a hammock hung between the boughs of the swaying trees in the yard. She beckons him again to come along, her clavicles shining and open. The boy, still tight in his shoulders, his knees weak with realization, locked with fear of falling in, walked with shuffling feet. Trainers dismantle themselves, knowing they have no value here. The sky is a brave blue he has never seen, so used to the hood urban grey, an overcast shadow muting his mind. He blinks against the blur of salt and water, wipes his eyes like a child of 4. Come along, she beckons. Don't waste time in that state. There's nothing you can do now. You did good. You fought back. You stayed clean. His memory tunnels to a present past before he was lost for what seemed like days, when his fists flew at random angles like a chaos theory of self-defense. There were so many. And how the bites made his lungs shout and his ribs scream red, the nip of puppies at big man's play. And life was the chip. The dice was weighted 4 against 1. The gamble didn't care to hide a sliced smile smeared across the twilight when the street lights cracked on as he kicked, punched and headbutted, veins fat with concentrated survival, burst skin, freeze, divine spark. 17-year-old dreams, sport's lean earthly body no more. And he remembered. His memory had guarded him from the shock. Keen adrenaline was done with the dance. His bones dissolved, and he sinks where he stood in a ring of light and cried the hottest tears. The little old lady blinks into the bowl of cornmeal porridge, glances back at the boy, a concertinaed heap in the egg yolk dust road. She took in the air with wide nostrils and, tasting its sweet salt, shades her eyes one more time before she pushes herself up with the aid of a leaning gatepost stump. With a slow, comfortable walk, with her back arched against the pull of gravity, she reaches the boy and touches him on his forehead. It stills him. Her feet in rough brown sandals. Toes, a little gnarly, nails, creamy white, her ankles thin, the hem of her polyester dress, the orange flowers smile at him easy. Her old-fashioned petticoats glide themselves, a glimpse of him, as she crouches. Her hand, soft and cool, cups his face. She kisses his cheek, one, then the other. Her lips wet with his tears, and he wilts further under the weight of her affection. Her senses contract around his lack. You've never been kissed with your own tears, have you? She said. He nestles in. She is a word he cannot fathom, elemental, that which cannot be said aloud. She shakes her head slow. Shame, shame. Not enough love out there. Just not enough love. Her mouth puckers into a small, perfect O, and she blows on his face, hot with worry, calms his shoulders, neck, chest, where the blade had dropped too casually by. Be at ease, child. The clank of a simple spoon on the side of a pale blue tin bowl, an orchestration of comfort. Her touch on his chin loosens. His jaw opens to let the love in.